Another very powerful thing is the power of anchors. And I don't know if you have a few friends, at least I have definitely a few. The moment I look at their face, I think of going out for a beer or hitting a pub or going to a bar. So, or you look at somebody and immediately you feel a little bit of disgust or negativity arises in our mind. So there's a lot of people or a lot of music or a lot of smell, flavors. The moment you get that, your mind goes to some other place. You get a flavor and you remember your trip to Italy. So these are nothing but anchors. And in our mind, we have various types of anchors, which are positive anchors as well as negative anchors. And identifying those anchors is another very, very powerful thing. So for myself, I have a list of all the positive anchors which I could find out, or all the negative anchors which I could find out, and I wrote it down. Like for example, the things which makes me happy, there's a particular piece of jazz music which helps me to take myself to a state which is um, good for thinking, or something which makes me feel in a particular way. So there are certain interesting music. I have having a nice cup of coffee, or reading books, sitting in the uh, bathtub, or um, going for a walk in the nature, or talking to a few of specific friends and things like that. So I have a list of something around 40 or 50 such anchors, and all these anchors are very, very simple. If you make a list of those positive anchors, you may see these are those interesting switches that if you are aware of, you can press it and change your state of mind. And similarly, there are some negative anchors. And for example, a few of my negative anchors are like winning an argument. And I have seen this always, that every time I won any argument, and I love logic. So if there is a logical flaw, I would go and point it out. But I have seen that irrespective of winning or losing, and especially even after winning, I always feel bad later. So winning an argument, or winning an argument that doesn't matter, that definitely makes me feel bad. So there are these negative anchors, so certain things which makes me feel bad. So making a list of those so that we can avoid those. This is another very powerful thing. And and if you look at deconstructing habits, like how habits are formed, habits are essentially linked to anchors. So specific anchors makes us automatically do specific actions. So there is something called this habit cycle. If you Google my name with RSA USA, you will find the talk which I did on habits. That's in the context of cybersecurity, but the first 10 or 15 minutes, irrespective of whichever field you are in, it talks about the basic construct of a habit, how habits are formed, and um, how you can change habits. And the anchors are the first part of the habit cycle. So knowing the anchors is very, very important to understand and control your state of mind.